that you are amped up and ready to go today. And I hope that you have your notebook and your pen ready, because today we're going to be going over some very important topics that's going to drive you into success very, very fast. Okay? And what I'm going to be going over is I'm going to be teaching you about setting goals. I'm going to be showing you how to set up a vision. And I'm also going to be going into a little spiritual development on your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Mind you, if you are not spiritual, you don't have to be, but you do need to ground yourself, and you need to start understanding what it really takes to get into business. A lot of the successful people that I follow, they will tell you that they have certain beliefs and they stand by them 100%. And they do not, and I repeat, they do not believe in coincidences. Nothing happens without a purpose, and nothing happens without an action taken towards that purpose. You understand? Without further ado, I'm going to be starting off with my first topic of the day, is goal setting. Okay? If you have never set goals for yourself, then you are probably a person that has not made it very, very far, because goals are extremely important when it comes to business. I know personally because I was never a goal setter. And the moment that I started studying and being fascinated by learning how to become successful, the one thing that I did understand is that you do need to set a goal every single day when you wake up. In fact, you should always have your goal fresh in your mind, ready to go for the day. Now, what I mean by a goal, I'll give you a few examples. When I started my spiritual journey, I got into the law of attraction, and I had absolutely no idea what they were talking about. It didn't make any sense to me until I started implementing actions towards what they were telling me to do. And one of the biggest tools that I would recommend to you today is I would recommend that you carry a journal with you. I have filled up probably about 7 to 8 journals, okay, with about 100 pages each inside of nothing but content, okay, nothing but my goals, my ideas. This helps you, right, to always stay sharp and to always keep the goal fresh in your mind. The reason that I know that goals work tremendously is that when I started getting into the law of attraction, I started going into work, and at this moment in time, I was a server, okay, at a restaurant. I would go in, and what they would tell you when it comes to law of attraction is whatever you want or whatever you desire, you set the goal and it comes to you. I do believe this on a very, very high level. And once you start to do the same exact thing I'm about to tell you, you're gonna go so far, okay? So this is what I did. I would go into work every single day, and as a server, we rely solely off our tips. We get paid $2.45 an hour, so our checks don't mean anything to us. It's about how hard you're willing to upsell, how hard you're willing to work to get a good tip. Customer service is everything. And that's also something that's very good for business too. You have to be a customer service buff. You need to literally make sure that you do everything in your power to deliver for your customer. And I understood this very well. However, I would go into work every day. I would still work as hard as I would have to make the money. But I would always set a number goal, okay? So I would always set realistic goals. I would walk into work every day and I would write down maybe like 150. If I was there for a 4-hour shift, I would write down 150. And some people thought I was crazy. However, when I was writing down these goals, I would look at the goal all the time and I would just stay focused to to that goal, and I'll make sure I'm getting this goal tonight no matter what. I'm gonna hit this goal and I'm gonna succeed, okay? The strangest thing started to happen. When I started writing down my goals, I would always hit them. Either it would be exactly what I wanted, or I would always go above what I wanted. And 9 times out of 10, you are gonna exceed your goal. And that's something I can promise you. As long as you stay dedicated, and that's what I was trying to get you to understand in the last video, is dedication to anything, okay? And perseverance. These things drive you, all right? These things drive you into it. But setting a goal gives you something to look towards, okay? In order to make things happen, in order for you to drive beyond the goal, then you need to have a goal to start with. So I would highly recommend that you start writing down your goals, write down your thoughts in a journal, and always keep the journal handy with you with a pen, because you never know what's going to happen where you need to change your goal. And I can promise you, for me, goals have always been very easy to obtain. And goals are not the most important thing. I'm going to tell you what the most important thing really is. Having a vision. And that is going to be the next topic that I want to talk to you about, is creating a vision that you can keep with you for your life, okay? And what I mean for a vision is when you go inside your brain, when you go inside your mind, where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? And I want you to literally strategize your vision, okay? Because what's going to happen is when you first start a vision, it's going to be very, very small. I can guarantee you it's going to be very small. However, the larger you make your vision and the more you start driving towards that vision every day, doesn't matter what you do to get to that vision, you just have to start taking actions towards it. But once you start doing that, the vision will start to become larger in your head. And when I first started my journey, they said the most important thing was a vision. So I created a vision for myself. I seen the vehicle that I'm going to have. I seen where I'm going to live. I seen what I'm going to be doing. I also seen who I'm going to be with that moment in time. And I also seen me surrounded by my family in a very happy and loving way. And it was bits and pieces when I first started. It was very bits and pieces. I could not see it very clearly. However, the moment that I started getting into acknowledging myself and constantly wanting to do something big for my life, and certain opportunities, I would start to take them. What would happen is the vision becomes more clear. It becomes more vivid. And as you start to progress in business, doesn't matter how long you take, the vision will always be there, and it will grow. It'll grow into something that you didn't even think of before. You might think this is crazy, but our minds work in a very, very weird way, and no one really understands it. But once you start to see things that you want to see, and you start to implement actions towards what you want, okay, they just start to appear. The vision starts to become clear, okay? Does that make sense to you? If it doesn't, I'm going to still go into more depth with this, because I truly believe that you guys at home, you start taking this information instead of just wiping it away. Because a lot of people, what they tend to do is when they see something, they say they want to learn, and that might be factual. However, it's about how bad you want it. And I'm going to keep saying this to you over and over again because it's so true. If you want it bad enough, then you will make it happen. And it doesn't matter how you do it, you just got to make it happen. I have failed many, many times. I embrace my failures. You know why? Because once I fail at something, I don't complain about it. I do not give up. I stay focused to my vision that I will always, one day, I will make sure that that vision becomes a reality for me. You understand? And once your vision becomes reality, then your vision starts to grow even more. Your vision never stops. It's not going to just stop one day. But like I said, I never gave up. And I would always just embrace my failures because they are learning experiences. And when you learn from your past mistakes, then you never do them again. But you need to promise yourself that you're never going to do it again, and you're going to figure out a better solution next time around. You understand? It makes you perform better in business.